So, chat, do you remember? Do you remember the woman, the unit that had to lift because the lift driver didn't want to take her on? She apparently was successful. So we gotta watch this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Leave a quote-unquote positive note about YouTube, because we love YouTube. Please, YouTube, please don't shadow ban me. I mean, YouTube, you're great. Yes. Okay.
8 months after a viral video, a multi-million-dollar lawsuit, and months of arguments about accommodations, Detroit rapper Dank DeMoss is officially settled with Lyft. And the way the story ends just has a bad taste, because the driver has been fired, and Dank is now rolling around in her own van with a chauffeur.
I didn't know it was that bad. Oh my god.
This is hands down one of the most American stories I have ever.
That is actually true. That is very American. Suing Lyft for the driver refusing to take you on because you would damage his car because, wait, and they win. Her bones must hurt, bro. Why do you want to live like that? I just don't get it. There's nothing healthy about this. You must be in pain daily. There's nothing pretty about this. There's nothing pretty and nothing healthy, man. Like, it's just sad. So she acknowledges that she needed a van instead of a... And how did she win? That's what I mean. Let's watch.
In my entire life, because hey, we are combining morbid obesity with lawsuits. Does it get more American than that?
No. Which reminds me of the lawsuits. Like, two come to mind. One about Red Bull, about not actually giving you wings, and about Happy Meals not making you happy. From which I think both won. So, yeah, very American.
This story literally went from, ma'am, you can't fit in my car, to a full-blown discrimination lawsuit. And if you've been around on this channel since February, you'll remember.
She sued for discrimination? Oh god.
How all this started, because this is Deja Blanding, but she's more known as the Detroit rapper by name Dank DeMoss. And earlier this year, she requested a Lyft to go to a Detroit Lions watch party. But when the driver arrived, the driver quickly realized that he thought she wouldn't fit in his car. He sized her up and he was like, yeah, this thing is not gonna fit in my 2000.
Isn't Lyft just like Uber? Like, people just sign up by themselves? Isn't that how it works? A quick segue. This is live right now, as of the 24th October. As of right now, this just came live 10 minutes ago. This is going to be live for like a week. Like the free shipping. Kitsunero 10% off supports me directly and gets us closer to our own cup. Alright, back to the video.
2007 Toyota Corolla that's clearly, I don't know.
Shouldn't they, shouldn't they just be allowed to decline service? I feel like that should be a thing, but what do I know? I never used Lyft. I don't even think we have Lyft here. Yeah.
Oh, it sounds. It's probably run on like 200,000.
Lyft was first? Oh.
Did I say this thing to her? No, hold up. Did I say, like, this thing as in her, or this thing as in, like, getting into the car? Like, I think I referred to the car, right?
I think. He says, I think.
Right? I hope so. Hold up. This lady is not going to fit into the thing, which is the car. That's where I'm going with this, okay? Yeah.
He's about to have a discrimination lawsuit coming in from her, man.
That's what I'm trying to say. But before you guys say, hey, this is fat phobia, here's what actually happened.
It's not!
So honestly, she pulled out her phone, she started...
Fat phobia isn't real. Fat phobia is a made-up thing in fat women's mind. Do you ever see a fat man complain about this shit? No, it's only fat women. It's so made up, it's ridiculous.
Started filming, and she started saying, hey, I could fit in this car. And the driver calmly replied, believe me, you can't. He wasn't yelling, he wasn't insulting her, he was just calmly saying, hey, I don't think this is gonna work in my car, and my car is old, and it's running on its last legs, and this might put it over. This might put the car in the grave.
I didn't even know that it was even an old car. I thought he was just concerned about literally her weight, and like the car going like down from her weight, which honestly understandable. I wouldn't want my car to get damaged by a fat person either like that.
But he went on the whole spiel of how his car was too small, that it had a tired tire, and to be honest, you can hear it in the audio, like that car didn't sound like it could handle a 500-pound person on one of the wheels in the back. He then suggested that she got
500 pounds, bro, that's... I'm sorry, there's no way she's just 500 pounds. I'm sorry.
An Uber XL. And then obviously to top it off, he said that he would not charge her for canceling the ride, that he himself would cancel the ride. And just to give a little bit of context, because I feel like this is kind of important. So a typical sedan can handle about 1,000 pounds total, which includes all passengers and cargo. A single seat can usually take about 250 pounds safely. So when you're dealing with someone who weighs around 500 pounds and that weight
yeah, that goes, it's not safe for the seat.
Concentrated on one side of the car, the driver's concern isn't random. It's basically just physics. But this is an interesting predicament. Like, Deja obviously is human, and I can see how this is upsetting
No way.
for her. And I feel like the situation has some similarities.
I'm sorry, if this is upsetting about her, maybe she should, I don't know, do something about her weight. I'm sorry. If that's concerning to her, she has other things to be concerned about, man. Like, oh my god.
To, you know, the Six Flags rides, like the roller coaster rides, and also plane seats, where there's now a recent debate where if a person does not fit within the plane seat, that they have to buy a second seat. Obviously, the situation is a little bit different because you also have the Uber XL option and all that like that. And then also, like, Lyft isn't really a massive airline conglomerate. It's more or less like a platform. So each driver, they're not employees for Lyft. They're just
that's what I
contractors
figured.
working for Lyft. So at least one would think that a
Like
Lyft
Uber.
driver isn't a spokesperson for Lyft.
How old is she? Because I'd be scared of heart disease in my 30s at that way. True. What was her name again? D something. I'm just gonna Google fat influencer that suit Lyft. Dank the Moss, is that it? Dank the Moss. Big Danko-sama. Dank the Moss, right. Big Danko-sama. She's 36?! How's she still alive? What the fuck? Bro, she's beating with heart disease. Holy shit. Bro, she's heart disease's final boss. What the f? How does her heart feel normal? That's what I mean!
The lawsuit thinks otherwise. And I am worried that this situation did cost this driver's job when he was just trying to look out for himself and his car. But obviously, Deja felt humiliated. She filmed the whole thing and posted it online. Then she filed a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against
Okay, Carnage, that one's a little bit too far. Like, that one's a little bit too far.
Accusing them of weight discrimination, which is
like funny but a bit too TOS.
But her attorney, Zach Runyon, gave this statement. Refusing someone transportation based on their weight is not only illegal, but dangerous. Imagine the consequences of Miss Blanding was unable to seek shelter after the driver left her stranded. This could have ended even worse than it did. Worse than missing a Detroit Lions watch party? But obviously, that statement set the tone for the entire case. And look, I'm not saying that being left...
I need to, like, listen to that again. Like, I was too distracted by all the fat comments we just did. I'm sorry.
Deja felt humiliated.
Let's go again.
The whole thing and posted online. Then she filed a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against Lyft, accusing them of weight discrimination, which is pretty much the pinnacle of Karen moves here. But her attorney gave this statement. Refusing someone transportation based on their weight is not only illegal but dangerous. Imagine the consequences of Miss Blanding was unable to seek shelter after the driver left her stranded.
I'm sorry, nobody gonna attack that woman. What is she gonna feel like unsafe for? Just call a different Lyft. Just call a Lyft that has a better weight limit. Uber has the option to get better cars. I'm 100% sure that Lyft has that option too, man. Or just call Uber instead of Lyft. Like, what the f? Like, holy sh**, so many options. Like, this is, oh my god. Call a Lyft XL, yes. Like, I get it. Esma makes these jokes, but he's a bigger streamer. We don't get away with it as easily. Chill out. That was a good one though. But chill out.
This could have ended even worse than it did. Worse than missing a Detroit Lions watch party? But obviously, that statement set the tone for the entire case. And look, I'm not saying that being left on the side of the road is not scary, but this wasn't some like
It's a forklift. No. Oh, I'm leaving that one on. Twitch can suck my. That one's funny. That was so funny.
Emergency. This is a Detroit Lions watch party. And obviously, if this was an emergency, it's not like an ambulance wouldn't be there to handle it. Like, Lyft drivers aren't a substitute for EMS. Now, obviously, everything I'm saying here is 100% my opinion. I'm just giving some commentary on things that unfolded here on the internet. But when that clip went viral, reactions were just all over the place. Because one side sided with the driver and said, you can't expect the driver to just put his car at risk when she could have easily ordered an XL. And the other side said this was body shaming. And honestly, I don't think this is personal.
Body shaming is just for fat chicks. We already established that. There is no body shaming otherwise. There's only fat positivity for fat chicks. Nobody else cares about anyone else. Like, legit. It's ridiculous. Like, shut the f up. If someone talks about body shaming, shut the hell up. Shut the hell up, man. We need more fat shaming? We actually do, man. We need more encouragement to lose weight. Okay? Like, Jesus Christ, man. We need to stop lying to all these... You know what? No, we just... You know what? Natural selection. Let them. Whatever. Let them. Well, it's probably gonna be better.
Well, I think it was just geometry. Like, it was kind of like the whole... You know the kids' toy things where you put shapes inside of holes, and if the shape doesn't fit, you have to find a different spot to put the shape? Is this not kind of similar? And if that wasn't enough, Deja did interviews, like The Breakfast Club. And when she went to sit down, she realized, oh, I can't sit on...
Oh my god, right, I forgot about this. They brought in an entire new couch just for her to fit on. Oh my god. Oh, pain. Yo, Starvin, oh my god, the head is so massive and the ears been having power problems all day. I can only drop in for a few seconds, Tiny Fox. Oh my god, hey, Starvin Marvin, thank you so much for the 12 months, man. And yeah, Kitsunero.
Normal chair here. So they literally had to bring in a sofa just so she could sit down.
What you want? What you need?
That.
Chair or something? You already little.
You had
Oh my god.
Good. This is accommodation.
There you go.
And when they finally dragged
My
the sofa
god.
in, she wasn't like apologetic or anything. She was like, yeah, talk about accommodations. Like, she was making a big thing that like they had to do this for her. Like, come on, are you
She was making a big thing. I see what you did there. He did that one unconsciously.
kidding me? That does not help her point whatsoever. And obviously, while they were accommodating her, she wasn't like quiet and a little bit apologetic. She was more like kind of rubbing in their face. So she was like, yeah, accommodations, we really need this. Like, come on. But like, logically,
Shut
also,
up.
what is this Lyft driver supposed to do? I guess like a lot of people say he just should have sucked it up, let her squeeze into the car, and if
No, just he did everything right. There's absolutely no blame on that dude. He did 100% everything
anything
right.
happened to the car, I mean, that would just be for him to pay. Or, because realistically, that's what would have happened. It's not like he could be like, hold on, wait a second, let me come back in a Sprinter. Or he could have just like, ordered a bigger car like an Uber XL or a Lyft XL like he suggested. And obviously, somewhere within all this, she started to lean into the moment. Like, she was on interviews, she was getting...
Like, she can't get upset at this, man. Like, she is a, respectfully a person of a bigger degree. And by logic, she needs a car of a bigger degree. She should not be allowed to get offended by this. Like, she should not be allowed to even get away with this. I don't know why they settled.
Followers, she was making weight discrimination statements, and let's be honest, she was really milking those 15 minutes.
People think that bigger people, obese, the F word people should just be in a house when it's like, we not.
Chat, do you know what the F word is? In this case, it's fat. The F word is fat.
Yeah, the F word. I'm not
You
about
heard
to
that you can't say in your house.
Yeah.
Fat. You don't like it. Oh.
I'm not saying that word.
Like, like the others are like, the F word? The F word? Huh? What? She's like, yeah, fat. Yeah, fat. The F word, fat. That's offensive. Oh, sorry.
You don't like it. Oh.
I'm not saying that word.
Yeah, we don't use that word in my house.
Why not? Why not? Why does it so offend you what you are? Like, I thought you're like happy with the way you look. Shouldn't you be okay to say fat then? Bro, like, come on.
I'm like, wait, I'm confused. No.
Right, come on. Fat is not a bad word. Like, the F word, you can't be calling fat the F word. Everyone's thinking of a different word then.
Yeah.
And also, just one look at her TikTok, and I found that she doesn't actually think that fat is a slur.
Yeah, fat with a P. What it look like from...
Would you look at that? So it was performative. Who could have thunk?
On the back, I won't see.
The whole thing seems like it's less about her being silenced and more about her being put in a slightly inconvenient situation. Because the lawsuit cited Elliot Larson's Civil Rights Act, claiming that the defendant, Lyft, through its agents, representatives, and employees, unlawfully discriminated against the plaintiff based on her weight, treated her differently from similarly situated individuals.
Because she is different! Like, she's like 3 people more! What the fuck? She is different! Can we stop this?
Based on weight, and allowed plaintiff to be subjected to unlawful harassment based on her weight. So I guess all of this...
Like... Oh my god! Oh my god. I just don't know. I just don't know, man. Like, being fat is so unhealthy. Why do we need to pretend that fat is beautiful? It just isn't.
Was unlawful harassment. But it didn't stop there, because the suit also argued that this caused her emotional and mental harm. Meanwhile,
of course,
Lyft made their statement. Lyft unequivocally condemns all forms of discrimination. We believe in a community where everyone is treated with equal respect.
They're just going for the good points, for the good boy points.
And mutual kindness. Our community guidelines in terms of service explicitly prohibit harassment or discrimination. AKA, yeah, we're not touching that with a 10-foot pole. So fast forward 8 months later, court records confirm the case has officially been settled. Her attorney said the matter was resolved but wouldn't comment on the specifics. No public number was released, no official terms. But Daily Mail and Fox 2 both confirmed the lawsuit ended quietly earlier this summer. And here's where the plot twists. The driver, Abraham, got fired from this.
That's
and
ridiculous.
DeMoss, she bought a brand new van, and now she has a chauffeur. Is this justice? I don't know. Because
it's
what
not.
started as, I just want to go to this...
No, you just work for Uber instead. What the f***, man?
Watch party turned into a national news cycle.
There's a very big difference between fat and obese. That's also true. She's not fat, she's obese. That's actually very true. Like, she's morbidly obese. She's not just obese. Like, Jesus Christ.
A discrimination lawsuit and apparently a personal driver for one lady. So yeah, no court ruling, just a quiet settlement, a fired driver, and a rapper, now with a van and a chauffeur. But also notice how she didn't buy a small sedan with high mileage to be chauffeured around in. She bought a big van. But either way, who
He's
knows?
a grifter?
Maybe she'll
Yeah.
be back to making music videos again.
We fight it, but that don't mean we hate each other.
Yeah.
I don't understand how you can be happy with yourself like that, like, right? If you are completely fine with the way you are, sure, right? But then you don't get to complain about discrimination. That's just ridiculous. Like, right? If you're fine being fat, that's valid. But at least don't pretend that it's healthy and you're beautiful. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. A new theme, I came in like a wrecking ball. No! Oh my god.
But this case is just so interesting because it's like right on the line of, you know, defending discrimination, but also being reasonable.
No,
like, what's
it's
going
not.
on here, guys? Now, obviously,
It's
race is
not.
a protected class in Michigan, but that doesn't magically change that each
It
seat,
is!
especially in a small sedan, can carry a maximum.
America, what are you doing? Wait, is a protected class in Michigan? Oh my god. America, yeah. It is, but likely not for this reason. Hopefully!
Of up to 250 pounds safely. So I don't know what's going to happen now in the future. Because at the end of the day, the driver, from what it seems like, sure, he could have handled it better. Because the big mistake the driver did was say the reason why he decided to decline her. He could have just declined her and said, hey, I'm too tired, I can't drive right now. But at the end of the day, it seems like he tried to make a practical call and she turned it into a legal call. And now it seems like she's walking away with a settlement check while the driver is out of a job. So in theory, could any person that's Deja's size sue any car manufacturer for not making seats that can safely carry them? Is that a thing? Could that be a thing in the future? I don't know, but it's crazy how this could have easily ended with just, you know, her ordering an Uber XL or a Lyft XL.
Yeah, but no, she needed to make this into internet cloud because, you know, everything needs to be on the internet. Like, literal lol cow behavior. Literal lol cow behavior.
It became seemingly a pretty decent payday for her. But as of right now, this is the end of the Dank Damas saga. If you guys enjoyed this video, please drop a like on it, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. And thank you guys for bearing with my temporary setup, because we're traveling for content, boys, yet again.
He's traveling because of Johnny Somali, I think. Because I think he had a trial again. Can't watch that video yet. That one just came out like 4 hours ago. Like, he just like released it 4 hours ago, so we might look at that on Friday. We might. Again? Well, yeah, he's still on trial. We're just waiting for him to get jailed right now. Either way, yeah, never expected this. The world is failing. Society is doomed.